Hello everyone, this is SirMadness for the next tuto on Solasta. On this one we will do some custom things. So we will pick the Dungeon Maker, then our campaign. We will modify it and add already a new room that we will call the Tuto 8. Okay, this will be custom things. So we will pick some Elven Palace, a small one, maybe a golden one, with this music. Okay, as usual we will pick a room, then add our entrance, our exit, and we will add some more things, like a chest. Where are you? Here. Okay, so we have an empty chest here for this map. So the quest, we will reduce all. The quest, the dialogues and variables, we will see this in the next tuto. Okay, on this one we will focus on items, monsters, NPCs, merchant and loot. Okay, so we will start with a new item. We will pick this gem, and first thing first, we see here that we have an internal name. Okay, this one is for the game only. This one is for the activators and stuff. So we can change it if we want. I really strongly suggest to add a tag related to your campaign. Okay, so for example, if I do some Solasta quest stuff, I will maybe put SQ here in order to well, when we will import export the stuff, it will be important. Okay, so for now we will call it item and gem. Okay, so this is an internal name that the player won't see. Now we have the title for the player, so this is a gem. Okay, we have the description of the item, so we if we want we can let it as it is, but if we want we can add a custom one as well. So custom description of the gem. Okay, and we can add a custom price as well with different currency. We have the platinums and stuff if you want. Okay, so we will make it 100 gold, and we save this. So this was a basic item. Okay, we will add now a weapon. So we will pick this crossbow, which is a very basic one. Same thing, we can change the internal name, so I suggest to customize it in order to not have some duplicates. Okay, so weapons, and we will call it poison crossbow. So this is what we will do here. We will change the title for poison crossbow. Then we can add a description. This is an example of a custom weapon. Sorry if my English is not good when I write. This is maybe even worse than when I talk. So here we have the effect of the weapon. Okay, that we will be able to change. We can add a save. This is for the monster. Will he be able to save when we shoot him? Okay, so you have the strength, dexterity, etc. as usual. Okay, and we have the dice to roll in order to save or not. Okay, so we will make it relatively easy. This is a 12, and you will see why. So we don't touch this box so far. So this is the damage. Okay, we have then an affinity for the save. Okay, will the save will cut in half the damage or cancel it totally, okay, or there is none. This is up to you. We will put cut in half, okay. And then we can choose our type of damage, okay. So there is a radiant, slashing, etc. We will pick poison, of course, and then we have our dice and damage. So when we will hit, the game will roll 1d8 of damage. Okay, so the hit point will be between 1 and 8. What we will do is, because we will cut in half in case of a save, we will add 1 point of damage, so this will be between 2 and 9. Okay, so even if it's the lowest roll, this will be still 1 hit point, okay, if it touch. So we will also reduce the damage, so you have all dice, even the D1 that it not exist, but as we are on computers, it's okay. So we have here a D6, okay, this is nice. I tend to suggest to reduce damage of your weapons and monsters, and take care if you do for level 1s, because our wizard at level 1 have like 7 or 8 hit points. Then this is real quick a one shot with everything, so take care to not one shot your low level party, okay. But this is up to you, you can do everything that you want, and we will see how powerful it can be. So we have added some damages every time we hit, okay. The thing that we will do is to add also a condition. We can choose as well, so we will make it cancel, okay, and we will pick the condition. So there is a frozen and slow and stuff like that. You see here the stun eventually, but we will pick poison because this is what we do here. Though you see that we still have the button, so eventually we can add several conditions in the same item. This is up to you. And now there is a little box that is not here for the damages, but it's here for the condition. This is the player can save every turn for this condition, okay? Can he cancel the condition? So we will say yes, because we will hit every turn with the crossbow. So it's okay if he can save. He will be poisoned again the next turn and stuff. So don't worry. Well, this is my choice, but you can do whatever you want. This is just to see the options, okay? And of course we have the price. So I will put 1,000 gold, but you can choose whatever you want, okay? So this is relatively simple for these things. Now we will add another one. This is the documents, okay, letters and books and stuff like that. So we will pick this diary, okay, tag, I will call it diary, and Tuto, okay. So diary of Tuto. Okay, you see that we have the description. So as this item is a quest item of the main campaign, we have already some text here, and also a draw on the other page. We will see that, but this is a particular item. If we check this box, then all is erased. We will see that in game, okay. So we will change just the description of the diary. Oops. Okay, and the price if we want. So if you let 0 everywhere, the player will maybe think, oh, it's a quest item, I can't sell it, and stuff like that. So we have not the ability yet to identify items as a quest item. So take care if you don't want that the player will sell the thing to make eventually 0 gold, okay, so that he will not be tempted to sell it. But it's up to you on your adventure if you want that he will be able to sell it. it's okay as well. So we have our items here that we can add in your chest and stuff like that. Okay, we will make a custom NPCs. So we will pick one, Edrof, why not, the orc. So same thing, the tag, NPCs, and merchant. Okay. Michel the orc. Okay, this is an NPC to make an example of merchant. Okay, but we have done one with the merchant and the tuto about NPCs. So now we have our new NPCs in the list. This is the only difference. Okay, we will do now a custom merchant list. So same thing, we can change here, and I will call it Michel. Okay, in order to relate things, and maybe for me, for my own organization, to catch it quick. Okay, when I will search for things. So this will be the shop of Michel the orc. Okay, now we have the price here. We have two boxes. Okay, so this will be a percentage added to the base price. When the merchant will sell things, if it is 100 gold, okay, then there will be 10% on top of this 100 gold. And here we have the box when you sell items to the merchant. So he won't maybe accept if you put 100%. Okay, there he will buy your items at the full price of the item. Okay, but of course this is a merchant, he needs to make benefits and stuff, so we won't do that. We will maybe make half. Okay, so this is 50%, and this is the price that he will offer to us when we will give items. Okay, now you can choose if the merchant has the ability to identify and detect magic, okay, on your items. So this will be a feature on the shop that will maybe cost something. So it is up to you to make it 0 or anything else. Okay, and know that the price will be modified with this. Okay, the percentage that you add. So detect magic now will not be 100 but 100 plus 10%. Okay, same for identification. So take care with these prices and this first box when you add it. Okay, and then we will add a stock for the shop. So we will choose items. We will see here the custom tab, and then we can add our custom items into it. Okay, now you see you have some boxes in order to refill the shop. So you have the quantity maximum that is available in the shop, the quantity maximum that is available on each lot of items, okay, on each pack. So you have to choose, and then you have also when the shop will be refilled. So if you want to make something like open world and more realistic things, then you can add several days and stuff, and then the player will have to do and to deal with what is proposed. Okay, so now we have our merchant list, we have our merchant NPC, and we have the items in the list. Okay, we will add all this in the location. We will add a bit of things in the chest first. Okay, just the diary will be fine. Then we will pick our merchant. Okay, we will maybe turn it to south so that it will face the players. Then we will pick our orc. So as you can see, there is no custom tab. It will be maybe nice, but so far they are all sorted by alphabetical order. So you can pick Michel the orc at the M section, and we will pick a custom shop. So as you can see, we have the base shop that we used with the other tutorial, and then we have our shop of Michel the orc. Same as usual, you can add here a group if you want to destroy Michel at some point or stuff like that. And automatic or not apparition, this is the NPC tutorial here. Okay, we will test real quick. Okay, here we are. So we have on our chest our custom item, and we will read the book. Okay, so as we can see here, there is the original text of the campaign and a draw here. This is scripted, so we can't add ourselves some draws and stuff like that. Okay, it will be only text. But if you don't custom the book, this one will propose this. Though for us, we will of course customize the thing and replace all this by our own text. Okay. Also, oh no, there is no need for this, but also if we hit the Alt button, then there is description of the tuto diary. Okay, this is here where the description will appear. Then we will talk to Michel the orc just to see one thing. So we can sell our things, okay, not at full price. We have oh, this is for him. We have the 110 gold gem, okay, here, and we have shop of Michel the orc, okay. So this is the shop name here, but take care that Michel the orc will also have his own name on top of this, okay. So you can make fire magic and stuff like that if you want. We will then, oh, sorry, one last thing. Here are the magic detection and identification. You see the prices as well, 110 gold. This is because of we made 100 plus 10% on top of that, okay. So you can take care of your prices with this. Okay, so we will come back real quick on the diary. We see that we have some spaces to write. Okay, so we can make a title, for example. You can either click on plus or click on or press enter. Okay, one time to come back, and then another time to jump a line. Okay, so this is up to you to write your text as you want. This is a custom text for example only. Don't read this. Please close the book. Okay, so you can add like that some stuff if you want. Then we will make a custom monster. Okay, we will pick what a custom skeleton. Okay, this is CRO25. So we will tag well, monsters custom skull. Okay, custom skeleton. There is the description. We won't change it because this is still relevant with this one. Okay, here we can hit the box and then change strength, dexterity and stuff like that if you want. Here we have the armor class, so we will make it a bit stronger. the hit points. So if you want to make some challenges, then this is well, this is all up to you to change the things as you like. Okay, but this is just an advice. If you want to make a low party interesting fight, you can add like 60 or 70 or 80 hit points and make it harder to well, longer to kill. Okay, but we will see that it won't necessarily be harder to fight. So here there is now the difficulty level of the creature that we can change, and that will grant experience point related to this level. So we will make it 1 instead of 0.25. Okay, we can add some saves if we want, so saves for anything that we want. Maybe we will make constitution, okay, like +5. This is a strong resistance. No, this is good like this. Okay, we can add skills if we want, so why not? Well, for a skeleton there is no need, but for the example we can add maybe athletic, why not? But this won't necessarily be used during our adventure. In case you can add it, because who knows. So now we have some affinities with elements. So what we will do is to immune this guy to poison. Okay, of course, because we have done a crossbow of poison, we will have to add some other monster around that we will be affected by the poison. So now we have the change to add resistance, immunities and stuff here. So here, if we pick none, then there is nothing special for poison. Okay, but this is not interesting to add this one. Then we will pick a resistance. So here half, this will be half damage every time poison will hit the creature. Okay, here vulnerability, this is doubled. Okay, so it is particularly weak with poison, and immunity is cancel all damage. Okay, so we will make it this. Then we can choose if there is an advantage or disadvantage when you roll these things. And here we have the box in order to say if the condition, the immunity, will be cancelled. So by a magic weapon we have the tooltip that says the thing very well. So we won't change here. Okay, and we can add for eventually maybe cold. Why not? Cold, we will make it really weak against it. Okay, so disadvantage, and that's it. Okay, so the player, you have then to encourage the player in your story to use cold instead of poison against this creature and stuff. So this is up to you to make it understand to the player before the fight. Okay, then we can add some attacks. If you don't change anything, the skeleton will attack as usual. Here we have the box to bonus to it. Okay, so for example we can add 5 at his roll to hit the player. Okay, iterations, I don't know how it's called in English as well, but this is how many times he will strike on one turn. Okay, so eventually if we pick 2, this will be 2 attacks with +5 to hit. Okay, is the player available to save? Yes or no? Here it's a no. And then we will change damages and condition like we did with the crossbow, but here this is for the attack. Okay, so what we will do is to add a d4 +1. Okay, why not? So the creature will hit. When it will hit, it will deal between 1 +1 and 4 +1. So this is between 2 and 5 damages per strike. Okay, we will let slashing here. Eventually we can add something else like this, and why not weakness. Okay, so there is a every time he will eat, he will maybe deal all this. Okay, you can add other things like that if you want, but this will be on the same strike. Okay, so monsters have several attacks, different one that you will be able to change. Take care that some monster has also some feats that you won't be able to change. I take the example of the warlord, okay, who can heal himself with a feat that you won't be able to change here. So every monster that you made, you have to test it. Okay, this is mandatory because maybe there is things that you don't think about that the creature will be able to do and that you can't change. Okay, so this is very important to test your fight a lot in order to see if there is surprises when you do. Okay, and here there is the loot. Okay, so this is the loot list of the creature. Here there is the skeleton loot drop. So this is the basic one. We will see that just a bit later. Okay, for now we will do this custom loot list. So tag loot list. We will make our custom skull. This will be only for him, but if you do some loot list, you can make for level 1, for example. So there is only items for level 1 in here, etc. You do what you want, of course. Then this is the title. This title is for you only in the Dungeon Maker. Okay, in the menu to choose the list. So custom list skull, for example, but you can call it as you want. And here we have 3 boxes. Okay, so there is a quantity of dices. Okay, so we have dices D1 to 20. Okay, we will pick a D10 in order to make a good example. Okay, so we have our quantity of dices. If you want to roll 5 D10, you can. Okay, we will roll only 1 D10 plus here we have a modifier to this number. So what is meaning this is that every time we will loot on this list, okay, using this list, we will pick between 1 and 10 gems. Okay, so this might be a lot. We will save. We will add it not to our monster. Oh yes, to our monster. Oh no, not to our monster. This will be, sorry, a bit more easy to see with this. Okay, or we will make just one. We will here don't pick an object, an item, sorry. We will pick our custom list. Okay, we will save and then duplicate the chest so that you will see the things. I will put a lot of chests. This is for a bit later. So every time we will open a chest, this will call the custom list that we made and pick between 1 and 10 gems because we roll a D10. Okay, if you want 1 gem, then you pick a D1, for example. Okay, but this is not all. Now the fun part with item list is when the item are not automatically given. Okay, because here we have our item who disappeared. Okay, this is a bug, a non-bug. Okay, if you want to correct this, you have to quit the game, come back, and then refill your items. Okay, so this is a tip that I want to provide. Add only one item in every list, that is a loot list or merchant list. Okay, only one item, then save, then come back. If your item is not here, then restart your game and redo. Okay, and then after that add all other items, because otherwise you can lose a lot of time. So I will just restart the game and see ya for the next part. Okay, so we are back in our custom list of loot. We will pick our gem once again. Okay, items are not destroyed by this bug. It's only list. Okay, now we have our D10. Then we will add another item. Okay, so we'll pick the poison crossbow. That we will try to make it appear only sometimes. So I will pick the D10 in order to be clear, but you can do this with everything. Okay, you have the tooltips also. If you don't understand what I say in a good way, the tooltips says the same thing in another way. Okay, so maybe some player will prefer what it said here, because it speaks about percentage and stuff more than the way I do. Okay, so this is two ways to explain the same thing. This is why I do this video. Okay, to provide the second way of saying the same thing, in case some people will maybe understand this in an easier way. So we have pick one D10. So we don't want every time we will open a chest between 1 and 10 crossbow. This will be totally crazy. What we want is picking a crossbow sometimes. Okay, so I pick the D10 in order to speak also a bit about percentage. Consider that the D10 has 10 slots. In each one there is one crossbow. Okay, so what we will do is to put here a negative number in order to cancel some slots. So the D10 has 10 slots and we will cancel 9 of them. So consider that between 1 and 9 there is no crossbow on the slot. But the 10th slot got a crossbow. And we will save this. What we will do is to add one slot to the D10 of the gem. So now there will be between 2 and 11 gems. Okay, in automatic way. But here, as we made it negative, okay, we cancel. So we will imagine that the crossbow will roll 10. So we have 10 crossbow, but we will delete 9. Okay, so there is only one left. This is how I want to explain this thing. Okay, once again the tooltip explain this in another way, so maybe some people will prefer this way, and it's okay. Now we have two ways to explain the same thing. So we will apply save and then see what happens on the map. Okay, so we have our chest, we have our custom list with the gem that will appear between 2 and 11 times because we have made a D10 plus 1. And then the crossbow between 1 and 10 minus 9 after the pick. Okay, so this will be 0 like very often. Here we have 10 gems and 0 crossbow. Okay, so the D10 for the crossbow has certainly picked between 1 and 9. Okay, here we have 2 gems. This is why I added a lot of chests in order to avoid loading. For this example, here we have 5 gems. Can we have a crossbow at some point, please? So of course you can change if you want to provide 2 crossbows eventually on a roll. This is possible. It will be between 1 and 2 crossbow if you put minus 8 instead of minus 9. Okay, here we have our crossbow, so it will be a 10 on the D10 -9. So there is 1 crossbow left on the chest. Okay, and we have also, if we hit tab, if we hit alt, sorry, this is an example of a custom weapon. So we have our also our damages and stuff. Okay, that we made with our custom crossbow. We will open other chests in case that there is another crossbow. Yes, there is, and here there is 11 gems. So this is our D10 plus 1. Okay, this is a very good example. And this is it for our loot list. So one last thing, we will add our custom creature and see the import and export button. Okay, so we have our tag here. We will eventually import some stuff from another campaign into this one. Okay, so we will pick, why not the French, no, not the French, maybe we will pick the templates. So you see here I have a map, okay, with a lava cave. This is my template of map lava cave. There is custom merchant, so you see when you don't change the internal names, okay, you have custom merchant everywhere. And if you already have a custom merchant in your campaign, then you won't be able to import the same custom merchant, okay? So of course there is numbers behind them, but this is better with your own tag and your own custom name, so that you are sure, you are certain that it won't be a duplicate, okay? You can erase the duplicates if you want, but this is not really recommended. I would strongly suggest to add a custom name so that you are more in control of your importation and exportation, okay? What we will do is to unselect everything. We will just add a map, okay? We can import this and see here in our locations that the map is well imported, okay? So this is why it's important to have a tag, in order to make a difference between automatic name, okay, and your own name. Also, there will be a last word with this tutorial, because now we are done. So if you don't understand anything because of my English or because of the feature itself, do not hesitate to ask in commentary to have another explanation in another way. I will be very happy to try and to help, and maybe other people will also be able to help as well. From the last thing, in this campaign I will add some templates, okay? And because I know that custom merchant are very long things to do, because you have to add items one by one and stuff like that. Oh, we have lost all our data because of the bug, but this is the same thing for the loot. Because it is very long to do some stuff like that, I'm doing for myself some templates of this, okay? So that I just have to re-import in my new campaigns, and there is all my merchant of fire, of cold, of stuff that you can find also on the map, the market, okay? Market and festival on Steam Workshop or Nexus, if you want to have the thing. So I will add the templates here and then, okay, on this very campaign, so that you will be able to take it for your own and rename the guys and stuff, but not re-importing all items, okay? So this is a proposition. There is no obligation to use it, of course, but if you search for it, there will be templates called as template. Now I think we are totally done with these tutorials. In the next one we will talk about simple dialogues, okay, and we will enter the big part slowly with dialogues and variables and quests, and hope that it will be ready for the release. So I thank you guys for watching this video. Hope this will help you. If it does not, do not hesitate to ask in commentary, and maybe we can help in another way. And then that's it. Have fun with your custom things.